Hi, this is John Ingham, one of the founders of Connecting HR. There's already a lot of information available on this community and the Unconference that we're running on Thursday the 21st of October 2010. In particular, there's the main site and blog at connectinghr.org. There's the introductory presentation at SlideShare. There's the booking site at connectinghr.eventbrite.com. And there's the site that we've been busy discussing the Unconference, which is yammer.com/connectinghr. But note that if you're not on this, you'll need to request an invite to join us before you can access it.
However, there's clearly a need to make the Unconference a bit more tangible for people. That's quite difficult because the Unconference is emergent. It depends upon the people there and what they want to happen. So we can't plan it in that much depth. But we thought we should try to do as much as we can. And perhaps there are two areas that we should be able to make things clearer for people. The first is to give you a sense of the place that we're going to be working in. And the second is to describe in a bit more detail about what's going to be happening. And I'm going to let my founding partner, Gareth Jones, do that in a couple of minutes. And sorry about the background noise when we get to that part of the video. But first, let's have a look at the venue.
Okay, I don't know if you can read the sign, but it says The Spring, Vauxhall Gardens Community Centre. And this is where we're going to be having the Connecting HR Unconference. In fact, it's just down that little alley there. That's our room, just down there on the right-hand side. And in a few minutes' time, I'm going to be taking you into the room and showing you around and explaining why it's going to be an ideal place for us to have our Unconference. I do just want to say, please don't be too surprised when you turn up here. This is not a traditional training or business meeting location. And we've picked it very much for that reason. You know, this is a space that's going to enable us to collaborate, to come together, to learn from each other, and for us all to have a really excellent day. And I'll take you in and I'll explain why I think it's going to work so well for us. I think the other reason that it's an ideal setting for us is that this is a community centre. Its focus is developing community, on bringing people together, on enabling collaboration, on helping people achieve their potential, which are all core themes to what we're trying to do at the Unconference as well. So I think it's going to be a really good place for us to meet. So I'm at the Spring to talk to Andrew Arms, who was previously a Senior Vice President of HR at Invensis and AstraZeneca before that, but more recently has swapped the role of big business for the big society, and is one of the people involved in putting this place, the Spring, together. I'm here to talk to Andrew about some of the final details of the event, but there's an opportunity for me to go and have a look at the room and see how it's currently looking as well. So if you follow me, we'll go and have a look at where the Unconference is going to take place. Okay, so this is the Spring. This is the space where we're going to be having the Unconference. Beautiful large space, as you can see. I think the really nice thing about it is that everybody can cluster downstairs, particularly for the opening session where we're gathering around the grid and getting people's ideas and suggestions and commitments to the agenda. And then there's also lots and lots of space upstairs, which means that we've got plenty of room for breakout groups. Everyone can see each other, but because the room is so large, it means I don't think the noise volume is going to be too difficult. It's not going to stop people working. So, you know, clearly it's going to look a little bit different once we've got lots of people in here, but I think it's the basis for a really good event.
Okay, so welcome to Connecting HR. My name's Gareth Jones. In terms of the content, you may have seen some of our posts regarding structure and content for the event. Essentially, that's down to you. It's down to all the participants of the event. Everybody's putting in some ideas at the moment. Go to the blog, connectinghr.org/contribute, and you can put your ideas in. The idea is that on the day we bring all of those ideas, plus whatever you can bring with you on the day. And we then put our ideas up on a thing called the grid. Again, if you go to the blog, you will see what that is. and essentially we then group around the subjects that you want to talk about. So it's all really driven by you. You will not spend the day listening to or talking about things that you don't want to hear. So the important thing is, the message to get across is, get your ideas in and come with thoughts in mind, because you are driving the agenda. The other thing to talk about is, although the headline of the conference is about social HR and ultimately using social media and social collaboration, the point that we really want to get across is it's not just about social media and about communications and internal comms. What we're talking about, trying to get the dialogue around how we can use social media and collaboration in all the different facets of HR. So that's whether it's learning and development, reward, employee engagement, talent management. It's the whole spectrum of using social and collaborative approaches in HR. So don't think about it just being in the context of social communication. Please, let's think about a much broader opportunity, because that's where really the opportunity lies, in getting the most out of social media and social networks. Look forward to seeing you there.